Europe has experienced a huge number of wildfires this season, and this has also resulted in a huge amount of damages that have been suffered in several of these European nations. The fires have hit several European countries, and firefighters have been battling these fires across thousands of hectares of land in Spain, Portugal, France and Greece. The beekeepers and firefighters in Greece are also facing a major issue due to the extreme weather events that have been caused by climate change. Take a look.
The oceans are warming, the wildfires are raging, and the mercury is rising. And it's not just scorching the land, but also affecting lives and livelihoods like never before. By 2030, climate change could wipe out over 4% of European GDP. This according to a European Central Bank report, and one such business at the receiving end, beekeepers. In last year's devastating wildfires in Athens, the honeykeepers have lost hundreds of beehives. The losses amount to thousands of euros. And despite taking all precautions, beekeepers live with the fear of another forest fire every day.
It will take many years for it to go back to the way it was, but it is essential for the bee to be there because it helps the burned forest to be reborn.
And this year too, Greece faces the wrath of nature, and the wildfires keep growing in frequency and intensity. Experts say the losses could amount to 700 billion euros.
Large phenomena like the heat waves or like extreme weather, lightning and wildfires in the forests of Europe, particularly in the Mediterranean, we know the cost, and the costs are very high. And they sum up to that 700 billion, which is too much for one country. And it's one of the smallest countries in Europe. So you can realize how much would be the damage in Germany, in France, in England, and in other larger countries.
At a time when national budgets and economies have been stretched by the pandemic, governments are under pressure to find more funding for essential firefighting equipment. Greece has drastically increased spending for fire prevention and preparedness and established a climate crisis bureau for the first time, collecting some 120 million euros.
This challenge will be more important in Greece, a country which was under financial crisis for a decade with a lot of problems, and now with this new establishment of the new ministry, the national budget has to find new resources in order to funding all these new preventing measures and activities in preparedness in order to mitigate the consequences, the repercussions, and at the same time to adapt ourselves, to adapt the system.
As wildfires near Athens have showed, intense winds can drive flames at raging speeds, and nature is not easily controlled. As Greece's climate minister has said, Greece, like the rest of the world, will have to learn how to live with the extreme weather driven by climate change. Bureau Report, WION World is One.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.